Hey guys, how are you? I'm Cookie and welcome to Evolve Driving's Virtual Cars and Coffee. This is my ride. It's a 2010 Nissan 370Z and it's my little beast. Had the car since 2014. I bought it as a little midlife crisis present for myself and actually bought the car because I love the colour. It's a great little car, has some beautiful handling attributes to it. And it's just a good little ride to get around there and have some fun driving through the hills. My wife and I love to take this out. We live down at Macrae now and we've got some great little hills and twisty bits through Red Hill and out through Hastings and Flinders. So it's a perfect little car to do that sort of stuff. It came with high flow cats and K&N filters. All I've done is put some loud pipes on the back to give it a bit more of a rumble. Made the wheels go black and put some good tyres on it, some good Michelin tyres. And handles like an absolute dream. Down at Phillip Island we put the car on the skid pan and had some fun with it like that on some of the events, but other than that I don't track it at all. It's just a good little road car. Speaking of the track, looking forward to getting back out there again and seeing all you guys and girls come along and enjoy our performance and defensive days. I'm Cookie, catch you at the track.
Hey everyone, Steve here for Evolve Virtual Cars and Coffee. A great little initiative by Dean put on to share our road cars. I live in the city, so I sort of just wanted a little hatchback, something easy to get around in, but I can still, bang the back seats down and throw my golf clubs in there and whatnot. Nice little road car. I've had it for about 4 years now, and it's got a great little motor, 2-litre diesel with plenty of torque for a little car. So I think it's got 320 Newton meters. The only downside to that is it's all through the front wheels. So not a massive fan of front wheel drive cars, but it's just one of those sacrifices you've got to make when you generally buy a hatchback. The ride quality is probably the biggest downside of this car, and that's through my own doing. I threw a set of lowered springs in it when I first bought it, just to make it look a little different to all the other ones, and it's I didn't change the shocks over, so it's a pretty horrendous ride. But lesson learned: if you're going to lower your car, make sure you spend the extra money and put the shocks in. A couple of creature comforts. This is the Highline model, so it's got sort of nicer seats and the gloss black dash, climate control. And one of the main things I love about these Golfs is the seating position. You can sit down really nice and low and get the steering wheel up around your chin. And the infotainment system and the cockpit sort of feels a little race car like. It all wraps around and sort of aims back towards the driver. It's one of the things that really jumped out to me when I first bought the car, and yeah, really big fan. The gearbox is a bit average. It's a DSG, really quite clunky, especially at lower speeds. So I don't know if I'd go for a DSG again, but it's very, very economical. So I think I get about 5.5, 6 litres per 100, which suits me fine. But all in all, solid little road car for the city. I'm sure you'll all have a much cooler car to show me, and look forward to seeing them. Thanks for tuning in to Evolve Driving Virtual Cars and Coffee. Cheers.
G'day, my name's Vicky Harrington and I'm a member of the Evolve Drive team, and welcome to our Cars and Coffee. Firstly, here's my coffee. Secondly, here's my car. 2004 Subaru Impreza hatch. Nothing fancy. I guess when it comes to cars, road cars, I'm just all about practicalities. They're really, for me, just about getting from A to B. So this is a base model, 2-litre, naturally aspirated. It's the hatch version, as they call it in Subaru land. I call it a wagon. I like the wagon, gives me that extra amount of boot space to carry sporting equipment around and things like that. I particularly like this car for being all-wheel drive. I like to get away out in the bush and do a bit of camping, also get to the mountains and into the snow, so less likelihood of having to put chains on, which are always a pain. So yeah, I've had this car for a few years. Very simple. I get to do all the basic servicing on it myself. It's got a few mods on it. I'll talk you through them in a moment. A lot of people, they get aftermarket mods. Mine are at the supermarket mods. Firstly, I'll point out a bit of detail work on the wing mirror here. I don't know if you can see in this light, but a couple of quality little modifications on the door here. We are running the low downforce spec here. See the rear spoiler's been removed. A couple of extra Ks at top end there. Here we go. Here's another one. That's a good one. Now all these mods, they are courtesy of the fine people at Balaclava Coles Car Park. And there's my Subaru Impreza.
Hey guys, Gav Coleman from Evolve. I just got a call from Dino asking if we could do a quick talk about the current vehicle that we drive and why we drive that particular kind of car, what we love about it, and yeah, so I'll take you guys for a bit of a walk around if you like. I'm pretty happy with the vehicle that I've purchased since coming back from the States. Absolutely love my Amarok. It's an Amarok Ultimate, so it's got a few bells and whistles, full leather. It's the 19-inch wheels. It's awesome car to drive, amazing on fuel. I was driving a Toyota Tundra in the States, and that thing was insane on fuel. Big petrol V8 and so on. This is a 2-litre turbo diesel, bi-turbo diesel. Love this car. I had one before I left Australia and knew that this was exactly what I needed to get when I got back. All-wheel drive, it's the 4Motion. I do 4-wheel drive training, so I've often used this vehicle as to go out and do assessments for different companies. A couple of the reasons we bought it was, again, the kids. We've got 2 young boys, and we take them away in that little caravan just there. And this thing pulls it really, really easy. Even though it's just a little tiny 4-banger 2-litre diesel, it does it super easy. And we can get to go and have some adventures as well. We've got a little buddy that sits up in the back here. I'm not sure if you can see him. Where are we? Hey, Scotty, where are you? Hey, Scout. There he is. That's our little newest member of the family. So he likes it as well. We get to take him to some adventures with us as well. One little incident that I've had with this particular car, absolutely love the vehicle, but unfortunately sometimes, even though it's big and it's white, some people don't see you. So perfect example of that was last Saturday. I was driving home from the shops, and as you can see from the front of my truck here, where am I? Just there. You can see the whole front bumper bar is basically destroyed. A young lady came turned in front of me across my across my lane, and wanted to go down the side street on my left-hand side. Rather than give way, she's just decided to turn and straight in front of me, and unfortunately we've just had an impact. So the Amarok, just the bumper bar, that'll get replaced hopefully next week, and should be as good as new. So a little bit of exciting driving around Melbourne. But yeah, that's my car, and I hope you all enjoyed that. But I hope you're looking forward to getting back on the track again soon. And you didn't think that's not? No, that's not. That's someone else's. That's a neighbour.
Hi folks, my name's David Cuff, and welcome to Evolve Driving Coffee and Cars. This is my car that I love. It's a 3.4 litre Boxster S. I've had 4 Porsches in my life. My first one in my 20s was a 924 Turbo, and then in my 40s I had a 911 SC and a RS replica track car, which I competed in the Victorian Porsche Club M2 division. What I love about this car also is the steering wheel hasn't got any buttons. It's a kind of analog car, mid-engine, and the normal Boxster S's, I've never liked the wheels on them, but these wheels really stand out. and make the car look fabulous. Practical car, from a track car, a cruise car with the roof down. It's really got everything. What I really love about this car is the way that it's packaged. It's just really practical, as well as being a two-seater mid-engine sports car. For example, the back boot will take basically a big suitcase that we take overseas with us. And my wife's, she takes more than me, obviously, goes in the back. I don't know if I should have said that. And in the front, my smaller case, which is still a reasonable size case, will fit in the front boot, no problem. And then there's a heap of room to pack things around it. So, unbelievable packaging. One regret of it, one thing I don't like about it is you can't see the engine. And it's such a beautiful, sweet engine. Anyway, thanks for listening to David Cuff from Evolved Driving, Coffee and Cars. And we look forward to seeing you and your car on a circuit soon.